One day at the station, there was a brave, heroic engine waiting to take his passengers home. He has 2 pilot wheels at the front and 4 driving wheels at the back. His name was Casey Jr., and he was a brave circus engine. He was waiting at the station for his passengers to board. And pretty soon, once everything was ready, it was time for Casey to go. Then, with the ring of his bell and the blast of his whistle, Casey Jr. steamed off into the countryside. Casey Jr. puffed through the countryside. Everything was going well. The rails were humming, and the signals were down. Casey Jr. thinks it's going to be a great day. Casey Jr. puffed down the line. The rails hummed and the signals were still down. Casey Jr. didn't know when the beautiful day will be turning out to be different. Casey Jr. heard the sound of a diesel engine speeding towards him. Casey Jr. knew that if he doesn't get out of the way, the diesel engine would hit him. Casey Jr. knew he had to go onto a siding and that he should be safe. Luckily, Casey managed to swerve onto a siding just in time. The fast diesel engine came thundering in with its passenger train. Then, the diesel engine thundered past. Casey Jr. was relieved. And with that, he carried on with his passenger train as if nothing had happened. As Casey Jr. puffed down the line, it had started to rain. Casey Jr. didn't like getting wet. He hoped that he would get there on time. So Casey Jr. started to go very fast. Casey Jr. hoped he wouldn't get to his desk, hoped he wouldn't be too late. But then there was trouble. A lightning struck, causing the bridge to collapse and gave way. The steel beams bent and were now like a jump ramp. Casey Jr. heard the crumbling of the bridge. He knew he was in trouble now. Look out! Bridge out! Bridge out! Help! Casey Jr. slammed on the brakes. He tried to slow the train down, but it was no use. The rails were slippery. Casey couldn't stop in time. Help! Bridge out! And then disaster struck. Casey Jr. flew. Casey Jr. flew into the air. Whoa! He yelled. Casey Jr. flew into the air, and then it happened. Luckily, no one was hurt. But Casey Jr. and his coaches were smashed to pieces. It was a terrible mess. The coaches just were damaged, and Casey Jr. had been demolished. Casey Jr. knew that everyone will soon hope that Casey Jr. will be repaired after the accident.